Hi everyone, I'm Emma Dabiri and I'm here with PORTER for a brand new episode of Beauty School, and I will be talking you through my weekend skincare ritual. We know it's January, it's cold outside, it's nice to just take the time out, to treat yourself and just be maybe a little bit more indulgent with our skin. So this routine actually begins the night before. Let's rewind back to the previous evening. I'm about to go to bed and I'm going to apply this Noble Panacea overnight recharge cream. And as well as coming in this beautiful box, it also comes in these little individual sachets. So if I was going to bed, I would obviously do my whole face, but let's use the power of imagination. And I will just do a little bit just over this cheek here. Let that absorb, go to sleep, let it work its magic overnight, wake up refreshed with my skin recharged, and we're good to go. So I've woken up bright and early. Well, I mean, who are we kidding? It's January. It's probably more likely to be dark and gloomy, but no better way to wake myself up than to wash my face. And La Mer, the tonic, which is a toner, is really great for that fresh-faced feeling in the morning. So I just pop some on a little cotton pad and then just sweep it across my face and neck. So next up we have step 3, which is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole ritual. So it's La Prairie Skin Caviar, and I think this is one of my favorite parts. You apply with this little silver spoon, and then the contents. La Prairie are harnessing the power of caviar, so it is almost good enough to eat. I'm not recommending eating it. Use the little silver spatula to just apply. Got a bit carried away there. I can just feel my skin going. Let me just remove that from my hair discreetly. I'll just pat that in and again give it like a couple of minutes to nicely absorb. It's a little added hand moisturizing bonus there. Now it's time to give the eye area a little bit of TLC. And for that, we are going to use the Dr. Barbara Sturm Anti-Aging Eye Cream. A little goes a long way. I'm just gonna use a tiny dab. Just pat that in very gently, because the skin in this area is so delicate. You don't wanna be like rubbing at it. You wanna just really gently tap it in. As we age, this is the area that kind of really starts to kind of show that up more maybe than other parts of the face, just because the skin there is so delicate, so it needs to just have that little extra bit of, concentrated care. So we're gonna move on to maybe like the second part of the ritual, which is not like full-on makeup, but just little enhancements. So next up we have Charlotte Tilbury. You get 2 in the packet, and one is a high blush, which is the one I'm going to use, and the other is this gorgeous easy highlighter. Oh my god, wait till you see this, it's so exciting. And look at that, the way the color changes, I just find that really delightful. Just use a fraction of that, and I will just apply this to my cheek. The effect is quite subtle, but I think still really effective, and just a really nice way of giving that extra zhuzh to what is, effectively just a really natural, no makeup kind of look, So as we know, there's not too much sun in these winter months, so we have to generate our own glows. And a fantastic product for that is Barbara Sturm's Glow Drops. You can just put it on your bare face, you can mix it in with your foundation, or you can apply it after you've done your base and done your foundation. I'm gonna put a couple of drops into the palm of my hand. I just add it to like the kind of highest points of my face. I find all of this, it's just really soothing and just such a nice way to begin your day. Voila. Now for the final step in my skincare ritual, I'd say I almost have like chronically dry lips, but I've been really happy with this La Mer lip balm that I've been using this winter, and it is really hydrating, almost kind of like minty freshness, which is welcomed in these long, dark winter months. To that, I add another La Mer product, and I just think this is so beautiful. It is the lip volumizer. When you put it on your lips, wonderful kind of plumping effect. I'm gonna put on quite a bit because I just love it. So then you see, like, it's very natural. It's also giving this juicy plumpness, which, I mean, who doesn't want for their lips? And that's it for my weekend skincare ritual. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching and see you soon.